Well, contracts for more than 2,000 Twin Port nurses are expected to expire at the end of June. As Essentia and the Minnesota Nurses Association negotiate a new contract ahead of that deadline, frustration appears to be brewing on both sides. Tonight, the M&A union held a rally outside Duluth City Hall, voicing their concerns about the ongoing contract negotiations. Northern News Now's Ryan Hayes was at that rally and joins us live in studio tonight with what the two groups are at odds about. Ryan?
Yeah, Laura, dozens of nurses took to the steps of City Hall this evening to voice their frustrations about ongoing contract negotiations with Essentia. Some of the chief concerns among registered nurses was getting more transparency from Essentia, having a wage grid, a confirmed work agreement, and guarantees for leaves of absence.
We want safe staffing. When do we want it now?
But we need to see them commit to actually paying us for what we are worth, so that we can continue to provide good care.
Julie Floten is a lung cancer navigator and registered nurse at the Cancer Center Clinic at Essentia. While nurses within the hospital have been at the negotiating table since April, Floten's bargaining unit has been negotiating with Essentia since July of last year.
So we've been at the table for a very long time. And we are asking for, and you'll hear it tonight, transparency. We've been non-contract workers for a long time.
Floten doesn't feel Essentia has been responsive to the needs of her and her colleagues.
Leaves of absence, a wage grid, a confirmed work agreement, those things we're asking for, and Essentia's not budging on that. I want to know when, if I have a leave of absence, how long it can be to take care of my family. I want it in writing.
All this comes while Essentia leaders are sounding the alarm over a lack of progress with the M&A. Back in February, Essentia offered up 54 potential negotiating dates, but so far the two sides have only met 6 times with just 2 meetings left before the June 30th deadline.
Essentia's trying to focus on a contract that represents the great work our nurses do every single day, while also focusing on patients and sustainability of patient care.
Floten says at the end of the day, this comes down to feeling valued and respected by her employer.
We care so deeply about the work that we do. None of us want to leave that. And so if I'm working at an organization that values me, both in wages and in commitment to professional development and leaves and all the rest, of course I'm going to stay.
Now, Essentia says these current contract negotiations are with a significant portion of the RNs at Essentia. The next scheduled date for contract negotiations is Wednesday, and the last bargaining session is set for June 12th. Essentia says they are open to additional negotiating dates.
All right, thank you so much, Ryan. And meantime, Aspirus St. Luke's is planning to meet with the M&A tomorrow for their 3rd bargaining session. In a statement to Northern News Now, the hospital says we're committed to a positive, fair, and transparent negotiation process. However, we are unable to fully bargain or come to an agreement because the M&A refuses to provide its full economic proposal despite our repeated requests. In 2022, the last time the contracts were negotiated, nurses picketed and went on a 3-day strike before eventually reaching a deal.